If you go into a restaurant one day and it's a ghost town, or the tables haven't been cleaned out in years, the staff is rude, or it just smells bad, you're definitely not going to be coming back if you decide to stay at all. So consider a website. If you enter a website and it's just plain ugly or it's filled with spelling mistakes, you're probably not going to stick around. How do you grab people's attention on your landing page? I'm going to show you how. I'm Vitaly here at Nichehacks, the channel for money-making tips, tricks, and hacks. Today I'll be breaking down 8 hacks for designing an eye-grabbing landing page. We'll be getting into basics and how you can make effective and quick changes to get traffic and conversions on your site. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the latest marketing updates and tips. You don't want to miss this. Let's jump into today's topic. The landing page is probably one of the most singularly important elements of your marketing. If you're going to have a website, your landing page is where it all begins. This thing has to be like the center of your website universe. Our first hacks are going to be a quick overview of the kind of information your landing page should include. Number 1, lead magnets. One often forgotten element of the landing page is to include lead magnets. These are tools widely used to collect important information on your audience. It'll be especially important in the very beginning. Most sites ask for an email. In exchange, they offer the visitors access to your newsletter or even promotional marketing, things like coupons, how-to guides, free trials, or even a free ebook. These are referred to as lead magnets because they do just that. They allow you the opportunity to gather leads. Gathering emails is one of the first steps in building your contact list and gathering important marketing information on your visitors. Number 2, information. This one might seem obvious, but you'll be surprised how many landing pages fail to do. Tell audiences what the site is. It should be clear almost immediately what your site is and what it's for. While graphic design is important, don't get too lost in visuals where you forget what you're really trying to do. Tell your audience why they're here. Many blog sites will list off their topics on the landing page to get people interested and to also show them what their site is all about. Number 3, stay current. One important thing is to use your landing page to show that you are continuously updating your website. For returning visitors, it's important to show them that you have made changes and are posting new content. Even for first-time users, you want them to get the impression there are things coming up. This will increase your traffic and return users, which is the key to get those conversions. One way to appear current to your new users is by generating buzz around a specific event or things going on in your world. Whether you're putting a webinar or preparing for a big site milestone, using a countdown clock is often a great way to show that your website is alive and running. These are just some basics that most landing pages include. Now let's get into some of the bigger landing page hacks to make sure that your landing page is effectively keeping users and getting people to come back. Number 4, landing page speed. One huge thing to consider is the speed of your landing page. This is your one moment to hook people in. There's no room to waste, so make sure you don't scare people off with slow landing pages. Studies have found that most site visitors give a site 3 seconds before they decide whether they'll stay or not. If the page doesn't even load in that time, not only will they leave the site, chances are they will never come back again. So how do you avoid slow landing pages? Go easy on the graphics for one. Minimize the size of these graphics, especially if you don't have the tech backing it up. Specialized plugins and other apps allow you to check the speed of your website and to always monitor those and tinker with it till you can get a lightning fast. Always edit the width and height of your images. To that note, use graphic editors to compress images before you upload them. This will greatly increase your landing page's speed. Number 5, clarity. The best landing pages are, no surprise, easy to read. That being said, when we've got our eyes trained on a certain font or size for too long, we can lose perspective. Use another pair of eyes before you launch your landing page and see how clear everything is. Can you see the font? Is the design laid out in a way that makes it easy and quick to read? Just as a general writing tip, but especially for your landing page, try to use as much descriptive and visual language as you can. Avoid filler words and be descriptive. This will grab a reader's eye and hook them in. As you've probably learned in the previous videos, a call to action is a key to get people hooked into the site. Use a call to action button to get people deeper into the site and make sure it's clear. You want this front and center and to stand out from the rest of the design. Number 6 is color. Color is another extremely important design element. You'll want to choose carefully because a color scheme can set the tone for the niche you're trying to sell. It's important to be mindful that whatever theme you decide to dive into will likely be the pattern of colors you stuck with for some time. Make sure it matches the tone of your voice and the site's voice. Color can be also used to draw someone's eyes from one place on the screen to another. So use this as your structure where you want people to look and in what order. Number 7 is backgrounds. Similar to colors, you also always need to consider the background. Usually a bolder background on a landing page has proven to be the most effective in grabbing visitors' attention. If you can fill up their screen, they will be more likely to keep visiting the site. Bold can also mean many different things. It can be tasteful or exciting or elegant. All of these have their own form of bold, but it's important to stand out and let your visitors know that they are on a unique website. One important element of choosing the background besides color is choosing for font. Ensure that the font you have selected on the background works well with the rest of the website. You don't want to make it harder to read, but also don't want to sacrifice potentially exciting background designs. Usually simple is better, but don't be afraid to get creative. And number 8, headlines. Getting more into the meat of landing pages, some of the most important steps you'll have to consider are your headlines. Of course, these should be linked to your content, but you don't just want things to look nice. You want what people are reading to be interesting and engaging. This is the key to keeping site users on the site and getting them to come back. This is your first impression, and it's a big opportunity to win people over, which also means it's a big chance to lose people. When drafting the headlines for your site, consider these questions. Is it clear? Does it tell the visitor why they will benefit? Does it inspire action? These are some of the most important elements to designing your eye-grabbing landing page. Let's do a quick recap so you don't forget. Use lead magnets like emails in exchange for a new free ebook or newsletter to start building up your contact list. Don't forget that the info on the landing page should be super focused on your niche and what your site is all about. Update your landing page or use a countdown clock to appear current. Keep your landing page fast by compressing photos and by not going overboard with graphics. Make sure that the text and font are readable. Clarity is king here. Colors are another extremely effective tool to grab people's attention if done correctly. Backgrounds too need to be chosen wisely, but a bold background can convince them to stay. Finally, make sure your headlines make sense and are engaging. If you implement any of these little tips, you're bound to see a more eye-grabbing landing page. That's all for today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything important from us here at Nichehacks. I'm Vitaly, and I'll see you guys again soon.